Pour my wine.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Yes. How is it hanging? Yes, I know. Unlike a hanging chad in the state of Florida, things have been decided. But there are many states that are counting slower than one of our weekly episodes. So we have so much to talk about, right, Cecil?
We absolutely do. And we need to get to it because we only have
15 minutes.
8 minutes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, live from the internet, it's Hot Topic.
Hot
Topic.
Hot Topics with Cecil and Sureg'ay. Wine boy.
Am I the only one that still gets into our 1970s tune?
I was bopping
Oh, yeah,
around.
That and the You Go Girl. I
Yeah,
think.
you've been bopping around many times when we started the show.
How
Ugh.
dare you?
Hey, since we're speaking of our little jingle jangle, special thank you, shout out to Mikey Gill of
Yeah.
Gilly and the Girl. You can download his CDs. He was our recording artist for our song many years ago, and we still use it like a condom in Cecil's frat house.
Hey, you run out of money at a certain point. You need to recycle and reuse.
Yep.
Well, unfortunately, we're not going to do that, hopefully, with the president. We're going to move on.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
hi, everyone. I'm Sureg'ay.
And I'm Cecil.
I'm Wine Boy.
And it is the
Checking in with all of our fans tonight. So let's.
Looks like we've got Marion Librarian with us today. I did get a haircut, Marion Librarian. Thank you for noticing. Sergey said nothing about my haircut.
You are crazier than the President of the United States. There's the first thing I noticed, because I can actually see your ears for once. Handlebars.
That is bat shit. Caitlin, did you seriously invite your mom to come and join us tonight? I am so excited.
That's
Mama
awesome.
Stevenson is
Well,
in the
We
house.
have so many moms that love our show.
Well, let's just say, people, this week has been a roller coaster. First of all, are you okay, Sergey? You seem so pensive. You
Why?
seem so lost in thought.
I'm listening. Don't tell me.
No,
What's
you're
that?
not frozen. You're still there. But
You're
we're
there.
very concerned for you because you're very quiet. It's weird when you're quiet.
Oh no, because I'm listening for once. Well, it's just Cecil's microphone is jabbing my eardrums. So I was listening.
I don't think it's mine.
Here, I'm gonna leave.
Never mind. I can hear everything you're. Honestly, I was just listening. It's just rare for me to not cut you off. So I was just staring into the screen, looking at you.
Oh my goodness. Gail Blackmer is here. And Chris Congdon as well.
Hi, Gail.
Hello, everyone.
Let me try something.
All right. We have got to get to it. Sergey. Now you're just going. Are you?
I'm trying something.
Oh, now you sound crystal clear.
Okay, so I'm telling you, there's a ghost in the house because
I told you
I'm
sound
tweaked.
better without those. I'm just saying.
It's those damn
Those
earpods.
earbuds.
Well,
Whatever they're called.
I spend way too much money on technology, so I've literally just taken everything away. So hey, but I look good, so that's all that matters.
You do look great. The hair is high. The hair is up to Jesus.
Well, you know what they say, the higher the hair, the closer to God. So
Mhm.
I guess the lower you are on your knees, the closer you are to Satan, as usual.
Wow.
So let's check in with everybody because I do want to say hello to all of our fans because it's been a crazy ass week. And
What a week.
I mean, has it only been a week?
It's only been 2 days.
Do you know why I'm pensive? It just dawned on me. I apologize. We are all kaboggled. I haven't even had any wine. Oh, did you hear that cork?
I did. My God,
It
you just
sounded
ripped
like I
that
was at the
right off.
chiropractor.
You're like a living corkscrew.
I don't know. There's something. I've just got so thrown off by the president's enlightening words at 6:42 p.m. this evening.
Honestly, should we go in reverse and address that first?
Yes, but hold on. We're all going to need wine because otherwise I will not make any sense tonight. Neither will you or anyone. So, hi, everyone. Just raise your glass. As you know, I have my famous good luck glass that's bringing Joe Biden from behind,
Mm.
like Jeffrey Epstein in a jail cell. I'll work on that one. Anyways, let's all raise our glasses and
Raise
start
our
off,
glass.
and then we'll cheers.
Chime from church.
Like a chime from church. God, I guess we have to get you a t-shirt so you'll get it right.
I know. I said
I
it
didn't
to
even
her.
sip.
I'm guzzling this evening.
I know. That because that's new. Okay, I feel better now. I think I'm back on track.
Yes, that was the
Definitely,
catty little
definitely
remark, Marion Librarian. That was the catty little remark that that little minx Anderson Cooper made. That Trump was like an obese turtle on his back.
Oh my God, did he? I missed that.
Oh, it was amazing.
Must
First
Anderson
of all,
Cooper.
we have to address this bonkers press conference speech,
Yes.
ever the hell you want to call it. Marshall, are you driving again? I get very nervous, Marshall, when you're in the car and trying to listen to us.
Yes, especially if you're on I-4 and driving past your church, that Christian tower that's still being built like a vote counting system in Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
So Cecil, okay, let's talk about the news batshit conference. First of all, for our viewers, they may not know, Joe Biden came on the air, 3 p.m.-ish, somewhere around there. And it was startling because we're not used to hearing someone talk on TV on the news lately that makes sense and is calming and has confidence in his speech. And it was refreshing. And basically, he was just telling the American people to have patience and let democracy finish because the votes are still being counted and that's what's supposed to happen. And then I see a blip.
Later.
I see a blip on the Facebook from Cecil announcing there was, I didn't even know until I saw Cecil, and this said 6:30, the president's going to speak. Well, there aren't enough seatbelts in the house for that roller coaster. Anyway, Cecil, tell him you start and I'll chime in like a chime from church.
Well, it was just bonkers, crazy nuts. And before I get started, I do want to say hello to Nancy Needham. Oh my gosh. Chiming in.
Hi, Nancy Needham.
Yes.
Cheers.
One of my, yes, a friend from back in my high school days, just like 10 years ago, because I think I just recently graduated from high school. Anyway,
good thing that screen wasn't on me.
I am providing the youth perspective, and don't you fucking forget it.
Somebody has been drinking all afternoon.
Listen, so here's the thing. He gets on, and we all knew tuning into this shit show that it was going to be a bonkers crazy nuts. I'm surprised, literally, I am surprised he didn't pull out a rifle and just shoot everybody in the press conference.
But if he did, he wouldn't lose the vote.
Exactly. Like he's already been like, I could do that and get away with it and it would be fine. And I was just like, oh my gosh, Jim Acosta, get out of there. Because I love him so much.
Really?
Anyway.
Okay.
Oh, are you kidding me? Yes.
Tim died. Or Wine Boy. Okay.
Did Wine Boy die?
I don't know. I think he took a pizza break.
I was
Okay.
giving him his things, but he keeps getting interrupted. So,
Oh,
God.
oh no, you
Because
didn't.
Oh.
because if you don't see my face, I have to interrupt you. God, what should I just put on a
Anyway.
mask and do the show like Wine Boy?
So of course, the president comes out and all he is saying is that this is fraud. It's fraud. It's they're not letting anybody monitor the proceedings, which is complete bullshit. That they're Democratic, voting people who are trying to hijack the election, also bullshit. Pinpointing to cities that are predominantly black in order to bash as far as being not great cities, not honest cities. Again, dog whistle, bullshit. We knew that this was all coming. And then he walks out the door. And
Well, he didn't quite walk out the door. It depended on what news channel you were watching. But from our
can't.
correspondent in California, Mike Kalinowski, he said that CNN cut him off, and then
CNN did
I
not
happened
cut
to be
him off.
watching.
CNN did not cut him off. We watched the whole thing on CNN. MSNBC.
Oh, someone in your house actually watched a show with you?
Me and my dogs.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
MSNBC,
You and Chi and Wawa.
yes, apparently cut him off, and
ABC did as well.
yeah, like the major news outlets were like, no, this is bullshit. These are all lies.
But Fox News carried the whole thing. In fact, they're probably still running it. He's probably up there like sniffing right now on the podium.
Honestly, what I thought was so great about Fox, because we immediately turned the channel from CNN over to Fox just to see.
I do the same thing just to see, just for kids.
Just to see. And they were like, huh, he's made some interesting points. Huh. Well, we'll just have to look into that. And then they were like, we're going to go off the air now. Like we're going to a different program now.
We're going to go to Rush Limbaugh's house and get some OxyContin because we're going to need it now.
Oh my gosh. It was insane.
I guess the most disturbing thing was that he started right off the bat. And of course, it's always fun to watch him read the notes that the team prepared for him. And then you kind of see that little gerbil start to fall off the wheel slightly as he starts to speak. And well, by then it had flown so far off the wheel, it landed in Richard Gere's asshole. But that's a flashback joke for some of you old-fashioned. Probably Doug Bowser would get that. Anyways, but then he was saying that the votes that were legal he was winning, and the illegal votes were the ones. Well, that's why Biden's winning. Basically, he's just threw the military men and women serving our country for our freedoms under the bus because they're the ones that have mail-in ballots and everything else. So for Mr. Law and Order, you certainly don't give two shits about the military or their vote. And by the way, if all lives matter, why don't all votes matter? Mic drop.
Exactly.
I stole it from someone's Facebook.
I thought that was an incredibly valid point, Caitlin, that they were making, was if this was some diabolical plot by the Democrats to take over, then why did we do so poorly and not take the Senate and lose houses and lose seats in the houses of representatives? It's like
exactly. We're again, like,
nothing makes sense.
If the old thing, like Hillary Clinton is, stealing and causing all of this to happen, it's like, well, if she was that good, then yes, she should have been president, just like the Democrats. You're right. If we're horrible at scandals, if that's the case. Not to mention the states that are switching, and now Georgia.
I can't.
Where's Delta Burke when you need her?
Seriously.
It is so close. I mean, it is closer than Trump's hand on Ivanka's butt right now. That's close.
That's really close.
That's really
I was gonna make a joke that like the Democrats are like at the end of the first Incredibles movie when Dash is now running the race, and they're like, well, don't win by so much, but don't lose, just close second. That's what the Dems are doing. Well, don't just keep it close. Keep it close.
No, you don't want it to look too suspicious.
Yeah, it only took us
First,
there you go.
And that's the other thing today. He and his AR-15 toting supporters, they're chanting, "Stop the count! Stop the count!" If you stopped the count when you said to, Mr. President, you would lose.
It's Joe Biden win. Exactly. Like
I'm sorry. I prefer a president that isn't losing.
I've just been seeing so much bullshit online all day long about like, taking these.
Because you stay friends with those people.
Well, here's the thing. I've considered.
You never know when you need a good magic trick or a magician at your birthday party.
I've considered like turning off my, certain friends on Facebook, but I also feel like it's like turning off the light in a room full of spiders. It's like I want to know like what's out there.
Well, that's exactly what I do. I mean, look, I see people every day. They're like, if you don't agree with me, then delete me. And I'm like, that's lazy. That's like that bottom that Doug Bowser always talked about that you are. Just lay there. Sit on it. But we get so much material from you people that quite honestly love to put your stuff out there. And so thank you. So no, I won't delete you because I'm going to hold you in the palm of my hand, like Wine Boy's balls at a New Year's Eve party, and just cup you and use you whenever I need you.
Honestly, that was actually a fun time, that party.
Seriously. Oh, Marshall Popes. Did you see this news?
Wait.
Marshall Pope's comment. Bannon got banned permanently from Twitter and YouTube.
Well,
that is insanity.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome. Your eyes will no longer be burned by the gross ghost of Steve Bannon's mole-ridden face.
The thing that I don't understand is
exactly Doug Bowser.
Right.
Smoke and mirrors.
Here's the thing that I don't understand. Once you realize that your social media outlet is not letting you share a meme or share a video, that your social media outlet has been like, don't, this is incorrect. Why are you fighting it and letting people know that your social media outlet said you can't share this? It's like, I'm such an idiot that I want to show you now how much of an idiot I am, because I still want to share this thing that I know is false.
I don't think people. Well, I'm sorry. I was in my head for a moment there. Were you talking about Eric Trump sharing that video?
I'm talking about anybody who shares.
Okay. But this is a good point, because he's gonna end up in scarf slap. Eric Trump tweeted out a QAnon video, retweeted it, I should say, about a video that was proven debunk, that this was 80 ballots solely for Trump being burned.
But somehow they could read them in the fire. They could read that they were Trump ballots.
When you worship Satan, you can read through fire. Anyways, they proved that they were fake. They were sample ballots because they didn't have a barcode and everything else. So, but for someone who screams fake news, they sure love spreading it.
Exactly. They're just spreading it all over, like Melania's.
Like that time you stood up and showed us your crack on episode 5. I'm still speaking of not seeing Steve Bannon on the internet anymore.
I have no regrets, viewers. I have no regrets.
Steve Bannon's face was less hairy, I will say.
Oh my God.
Let's check in with the viewers. Thank you guys. By the way, get ready, Oprah, because our fans we made a little comment that we may need champagne. And by the way, while we're on the air, who knows? We could have a new president. Dementia or not, we'll take it. But Cash App alert! I gotta
Thank
work
you,
this.
Cash App.
Lou Ann Jenner, thank you so much.
Aww.
And her comment was, here's $25 for hope, because we had said we might need champagne tonight. So I promise you, girl, we will take your tips and we will put them towards champagne, hopefully in the very near future. We will all be having a virtual celebration. And somebody find me a glass ceiling so that we can finish what we didn't do 4 years ago.
Seriously.
Also, Chris Congdon with his blue hands. Thank you. $15. Aren't you just generous? Thank you. Cash App alert. See, there I got it.
Goodness.
Got it. Oh,
hello.
that's Chris Congdon, is it? I don't care what. I don't know. Somebody tip him.
Ooh.
Anyways, we will show you more nude men if the tips come in. Thank you very much for your generosity, and of course, always make a comment with it and make us laugh, because gosh, I always have to make Cecil laugh. He never makes me laugh. See, I had to make myself laugh.
Yeah,
What?
Kelly Jenner, it's been a slow news day. So sorry you've missed a whole lot.
Oh, Kelly Jenner, where were you? What were you doing? Looking at a tow truck in your parking lot? I will call your shit out.
That bitch needs to go.
That should be a new series. Kelly Jenner's parking lot. Because
exactly.
Let's check in with Caitlin Stevenson. The president is a toddler, so nothing Kelly. Same old.
Same old.
Thank you. Caitlin is our new correspondent. Thank you so much. First of all, Chris Congdon. By the way, if you all would like a tie-dye T-shirt, they're actually very beautiful, and they look like the rainbows on our screen. Chris Congdon is making them, and I'm sure he would love to sell you one.
Oh, yes, Chris Congdon.
They're beautiful. I am obviously not a tie-dye type of guy. Sorry, been drinking. Sometimes, doesn't make you straight if you watch Fox News. Gay. I don't know. Anyways, check out Chris Congdon. You can put a link if you want to sell your T-shirts or give them away. I don't know what you want to do, but all I know is your hands need to be washed before you go to the doctor and tell them they're numb, because no wonder the nurse had a heart attack.
From all the ink.
Well, anywho. So, yes. So, first
we
of
were
all,
hoping that we would have amazing news tonight. That we would
honestly,
have
normally I have a lot more notes and more things to talk about.
We were hoping that we would have definitive answers tonight. I
think we're gonna. I think we stay on the line.
Amazing.
Okay. First of all, I think we can let's raise our glass again, because on Tuesday night, I don't know about you, but the sudden depression came over my body. Like that one time that I stayed too late at a cast party. And I started getting depressed, especially when I saw Lindsey Graham won. I thought, punch me in the ladybug balls. Yeah. I'm going to bed. And I started having flashbacks of 4 years ago. I'm sure you all felt the same thing. It just got scary, especially when Florida. And by the way, Cecil, can we talk about your state?
Listen, I can't. I don't understand what is happening in this state.
I mean, did people not get hit in the head hard enough with a roll of paper towels? The Puerto Ricans and the Latinos, what? ¿Cómo está? What the hell?
The Cubanos really love Trump, and I don't understand
I don't
why.
get that.
Because here's the thing to me, it's obviously he's been saying, hateful things about Mexicans and Central American Latinos, which are clearly a different Latino than a Cubano Latino. But it seems like their biggest fear seems to be that Biden would take us into some socialist, communist regime of some sort. And
Caitlin hit the nail on the head, and they bought that.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're buying the social.
But here's what I don't understand. I'm like, So you've lived under a dictatorship. You've seen how a dictatorship works and operates. How are you not seeing the parallel right here? That's what I don't understand.
Exactly. That's the whole point. It doesn't make sense. Now, granted, there's a whole Catholic faith that goes into that as well. And, I mean, I heard from...
Biden's a Catholic.
I get
No,
it, but
I think you were saying something different. But yeah, that's the main thing. That's what I was going to say, was that he was pushing the socialist thing so much. That's the last thing. That's all they need to hear in order to go, well, I don't want him. But yeah, I mean, if you look in Florida, I mean, besides the Orlando area, some parts of South Miami, and then Tallahassee? Not Tallahassee. Where else? I forgot where else. That's the only place that's
Yeehaw
blue.
Junction.
Yeehaw, right by Yeehaw Junction.
All 3 votes from Yeehaw Junction were Republican, I'm sure.
Were they? Oh, I don't know.
That was amazing, Chris Congdon, that we flipped Seminole County. I did not expect that.
I didn't expect that either. But yeah, I mean, Florida's really red. Florida's very, very red. I mean, if you look at everything, I thought that everything all the states voted. Now they usually vote. But yeah, no, I don't know what. I'm surprised that he got as many Latino voters and Asian American voters as he did.
That's something that they're going to have to dive into later on. I mean, Florida's already signed, sealed, delivered, which, I mean, granted, he threatened to fire the governor if he lost the state anyways. That was another batshit crazy week. But interesting when you really dissect it down, and I've been having a good time watching people post memes saying, people,
Tampa, that's right.
I'm from Tampa, that's not Florida, or I'm from Orlando, that's not Florida, it's a blue. But interesting because in the great state of New Jersey that I'm broadcasting from, where we had a record vote, over 61% of the state went for Biden. So I'm just going to say, I think I did a better knocking on doors in my state than you did, Cecil, but who's keeping tabs?
I posted a lot of comedy online. I expected that to change a lot of minds.
Well, it certainly did. And that's why the magician follows you all the time. Magician doesn't follow me anymore. I don't care. Poof.
I'm so happy that Michigan blew itself again. That is awesome.
That is also was amazing because it was so far opposite. And that was the other point where I was getting so depressed when I was like, oh God, really? Michigan? Seriously? I mean, Ohio already.
Michigan had been blue all those years because Michigan was a big union state because of the auto industry. And so Michigan was almost always blue. And until these
the Detroit Lions are blue.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was a pretty blue.
I never understood how Michigan, deeply entrenched in the auto industry and the union culture, went to a right to work state. I'm stunned.
Well, I think we're all still baffled over 2016, but this year is definitely like, wow, coming around the corner. I mean,
great job, Jeff Perry. Thank goodness you voted multiple times.
And to all your dead relatives that also voted, apparently. That's what the Democrats do. We're like, we run to cemeteries and we're like, knock on tombstones. And we're like, where's your ballot?
And that's the thing.
But only for the president, not for senators.
That's the thing. Joe Biden is the one who helped turn the auto industry around in 2008. Like, people forget.
Well, the coal industry is going to do very well because a lot of people are going to get it in their stockings this Christmas. We were talking about Georgia, Florida, New Jersey, trying to go around the corner here. Anyways, I'm hoping that it'll come in. But oh my God, speaking of things coming around the corner, over my shoulder and over my head, Cash App alert!
Yay! Thank you, Cash
so
App.
generous. But they're more generous than the Lincoln Project on CNN. Sarah Perry, thank you for the $2.70.
Yay!
For a Biden win, hopefully.
270, yes. My fingers are crossed.
And Gail Blackmer gives $10 towards our champagne bottle.
Aw,
Thank you so much.
we appreciate it, everybody. Oh my
Gail Blackburn,
goodness.
that's for you. So just get ready to tuck that $10 right in his little. Wine
Ooh,
Boy's on fire tonight.
I'll
Wine
say.
Boy's, I think Wine Boy's a little frisky. Is it colder in Florida or something?
It is definitely. It got a little
It
bit
sure
cold.
is.
I'm just trying to, make everybody happy. I'm just trying to.
Well, you're
tonight,
making me happy.
if you guys keep
Okay.
bringing in cash apps, I'm gonna go through these list of
Ooh,
men that
Nude
we
men.
gave.
you're gonna find that one of your
We
10
still have to show you all.
I only have two
Captain
more
America's
shirtless
Wee
ones.
Wee.
Hey, we still haven't done
That's
that.
for our season finale episode.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so let's the election. I mean, I think we're on the air. I feel like we're contributors on CNN. Like we're literally like any moment now, the election results are going to come in. Does anyone have any updates on any states? Do you think they're going to do anything tonight?
I am not sure, but somebody did say that the vote in Georgia was only 1,700, and
Yes.
it was like 1,900, and now
Correct.
it's like
It keeps.
1,700.
Can we talk about the Florida moment? And it's not necessarily at Florida; it's just a Doe moment. Dana Bash was talking on CNN, and she was just so matter of fact, and it was so blatantly clear. Keep in mind, all of these votes that are coming in, the reason they're more Biden votes is because who spent months talking about the safety of voting by mail or going to an official ballot box, whereas Trump said, don't do it, it's fraudulent, for months. And so all of these votes that are now left, of course they're going more for Biden because they kept, the Democrats were being responsible, saying, you know what, we don't know about the pandemic, maybe because it was held from us, because we don't want anyone to panic, and we're downplaying it. And so everyone waited. And I saw so many people that are friends of mine that are Republicans posting how frustrated they were in line because the lines were so long on election day. And I was like,
I did that shit early.
Here's the other thing. All the other years I voted, I've walked in and Mama was like, what's your name? And I was like, Yoo-hoo, and Sureg'ay. And they're like, okay, what is that? This year I finally felt like it was so official. I had to write my name. I had to sign it. It was connected to this barcode, to that barcode, to stuffed in this envelope, to sealed and everything else. From walking in person, they never check my ID or anything. They're just like, okay, sign this piece of paper.
Serious?
And literally put it on a string. I kid you not. Really? A string.
It's very efficient here. And honestly, like I went in, I had my ID checked, I was barcoded, I was given all of that stuff, and I felt like it was incredibly secure and accurate.
I was also able to track my ballot online through my registration number, my social security number, everything else. Seriously, and showed that it was received and then a few days later accepted. So I go to bed tonight. Well, I go to bed every night. On Thursday nights, I go to bed later than normal because Cecil keeps me up talking all the time. And then I wake up on Friday with a hangover.
Can I just say one thing?
Mm-hmm.
I want to applaud Wolf Blitzer for being a catty little bitch. Because
Luella, do tell him.
Oh my goodness. I was dying laughing because he says, of course, after that bonkers speech, everybody on CNN was just stunned, including poor Rick Santorum, who is usually just like rah, rah Trump, rah, rah Republican, whatever. Rick Santorum looked like somebody was repeatedly punching him in the balls as he sat at the desk.
By the way, to our viewers, Google Santorum in the Urban Dictionary.
I'm scared. I can't do it.
Google it. Go ahead. Google it. Santorum in the Urban Dictionary.
I don't think I'm going to do that right this second.
Well, because you're on a show, dummy.
Yeah. Anyway, so of course later on throughout the rest of the broadcast and the rest of the evening, they're trying to reassure people that everything that Trump was saying was a big fucking lie. But Wolf Blitzer says this, and I was like, you go, girl. He says, Trump has been saying constantly that Joe Biden was the worst candidate that he could go up against. That if he lost to Joe Biden, he would be losing to the worst possible candidate. And then Wolf Blitzer was like, and it just seems like Joe Biden is ahead by 4 million votes, the most votes of any candidate ever.
Wolf Blitzer has come a long way since hiding under the table in the Gulf War.
Oh my goodness. He thank you, Marilyn Librarian. He was on fire. And that's the thing that thank you, Denise. Dr. Denise is here tonight.
Oh my God, where's Paris Hilton? Apparently it's a slow night.
Yeah, really. We get to hang out with her. That's the thing. You just said it you put the nail right on the head there, Dr. Denise. Everyone is tired of 45. So why is this such a big fucking shock that Joe Biden is that millions of new voters are out there ready to vote? Like, why is it such a shock that the only way that Trump could win is through fraud? Like, they can't just look in the mirror and go, no, he just fucking sucks and everybody hates him.
Everybody. And 2 points on that. Jeff Perry has 2 great points. One, he said the silence of the Republicans tells everything that he's probably lost, because it's true. They're not saying anything. And believe me, in, let's say, a week, you're going to hear all the hypocrisy coming out going, I told you he was an idiot and everything else. And you're going to be like, really? Where were you last 3 years? Exactly. Also, Jeff Perry brought up another point, and that is that Trump mailed his vote in Florida. So you're right. It probably is a fraudulent vote, that one especially. I bet you he tried to tuck dollars in that one and stuff. We have a Cash App alert. Thank you, Doug Bowser, for the $6. I'm pretty sure that's for 6 electoral votes, because I know how to read his humor. So thank you, Doug Bowser, for your $1 per electoral vote. If I'll tell you what, if Joe Biden suddenly wins right now as we're on the air, it's because of your $6. And that's for you, Doug Bowser. Oh, God.
Oh, my.
Okay. Wine Boy.
All right. Wine Boy. Seriously.
We're going to need some new pictures because I've already used those.
They've served their purpose. I know. Seriously,
how's everybody's wine doing? We need to check in and make sure everyone's glasses are full. I just poured some more in my glass. So let's do a little wine check-in with everybody, because we only do it at the beginning of the show.
Are you...
Wait.
I'm sorry. I just saw this comment from Marshall. Lady G spoke up and said that he's going to contribute $500,000 to his legal defense fund. Oh, please.
Okay. First of all, that's a lot of dollars that he's been saving since people outed him. But he's gonna, oh God, gross. I'm telling you, here's the thing. When, as they say, one door closes, the other one opens, and the other one opens as a prison door. This is why we're going to find out so much more. Mark our little scarf slapped words. There is so much more between Mitch McConnell and Lindsey Graham and everybody else that's going to come out of the woodwork when he's no longer able to stand at the podium and lean on it. And ugh.
That's Lindsey Graham at a filibuster.
I've seen a hot dog meme similar to that.
Exactly.
I'll have to find that and post. I'm sure Doug Bowser or somebody has that in their feed. Okay, so we are going long on election. Let's turn the tables a little bit. I don't want to bore our audience any more than, the elections, it's coming. So cheers. Like a chime from church, in case you're just tuning in. Probably Sean Armstrong.
It is coming all over.
Just like Captain America. Wine Boy, let's check in with Wine Boy. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to that. Let's go to our segment, because we want to hear Wine Boy's voice while looking at Chris Evan's abs.
Mm.
It's time for Wine Boy
Whispers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, get your fingers warmed up and give us things you want to hear Wine Boy whisper to you while I sip my wine with one hand and pet my pet gerbil with the other.
Should we just leave this face up for people to
Wine
look
Boy,
at?
if you looked like that, I wouldn't live in New Jersey.
Seriously.
That is a picture of me. That's why I can't see my face.
Who knows? The audience will never know.
Audience will
Never
never know.
know.
You are a very handsome man, Wine Boy. So I hope all the people that, well, you are. You are. That's why we don't use your face. We don't want to upstage us.
Get a room, you two.
Yours?
Jeff Berry, eat your heart out.
Where's Jeff Berry? Way off topic with Wine Boy. Yeah.
Oh, God, you know what? Just suck a dick, Jeff Berry.
Why? I like Jeff Berry.
Yeah,
Best
obviously.
friends forever.
Oh, that's a good one.
Which one? Okay,
Simon
so where we start?
Duval.
Let him roll, ladies and gentlemen. This is the part where John and I, Cecil, God, John,
Get the name.
John.
Cecil, are you on the John?
Okay, where are we starting with? Are we starting
Okay,
with
first
Doug
one.
Bowser's?
Oh, I actually really like Doug Bowser's, even though it probably wasn't a request. I just want to.
Usually people put
I just
WB next to it.
I
They
just want to
usually
hear
do,
you
but
say
it's
it.
funny. Okay. Hold on, I gotta get into it.
Yes. Take a deep breath. As my acting coach says, breathe into your butthole. Well,
I mean, that's your acting coach.
she's good.
She? That's the first time for everything.
My wife is in Nevada counting votes right now.
Yeah. Like there. Is that how you guys want it?
Yeah.
'Cause that's how we're doing it.
You have to post them so we can see.
That's
Yeah.
where I'm going to. Calm down.
All right. I'm producing.
How much are those whores getting paid to do Graham?
5.
Electro College. That was a weird one.
There we go.
Joseph R. Biden will be the 46th president of the United States of America.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Oh, this one's a good one.
It's over 45.
Oh, that one should be a phone ring.
That was hot.
Say that one again. That's the best one you've ever done.
That one felt good. It's over 45. I breathed out a little bit.
You put
I
too
don't
much
think you
into
smoked a cigarette during that one, but go ahead.
I did. I'm sorry. What's next?
Oh, this is
This
per
one?
Anderson Cooper. This was Anderson Cooper's quote of the night.
Trump is an obese turtle on his back, flailing in the hot sun.
That's pretty good. You're really.
You got Santorum all over my new sheets.
Oh, now I'm scared.
Somebody Googled. And the reason I know that, don't ask. I just, certain things stick in my brain.
You cannot just put that out there and then say don't ask.
You ready for this one? Nevada. I know you're 50th in election, bitch.
Education.
But counting ain't that hard. Oh, education. Sorry, I fucked it up. Hold on, say it again. Take 2. Nevada. I know you're 50th in education, bitch. But counting ain't that hard.
Oh, that was a good one.
Doug Bowser, if you actually put the definition of the Santorum up and make Wine Boy say it, it would make my night.
You better hurry up. Better tight those fingers.
Is it
Because Kelly Jenner just threw up in her mouth.
poop related?
Reading is very hard for me. Because I am thinking. I don't know if it is, but I'm.
Did you see that? Is that true, Marshall, or do you just want Wine Boy to whisper it?
They just moved PA to Biden, projected winner.
Going, we're all going live.
better
in.
fact
Jeff
check.
Perry.
Also
better.
on devices right now.
I was actually
Jeff,
going to look
is
at
that true?
Santorum.
Is it true?
Doug Bowser says, nope.
Not
Oh,
about
that's
not about the
Santorum?
Pennsylvania thing, but about the Santorum thing, I'm sure.
I'm sure. All right. Any more?
Did they literally
Before
just move
Kelly throws
Pennsylvania
up.
to the blue?
I can't operate 3 devices at once. I can't even. So, it's up to you, viewers, to tell us.
Look, I'm going to look it up.
Okay,
Someone look it up.
we can tell you're on your computer because your face is blue.
I just watched porn for the first time. That's funny.
Your
Where's my
face is
phone?
blue like George is about to be.
I just saw it on 538. I'm checking now. The hell's 538?
It's a highway Marshall Pope is driving on.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I think everyone counting went home for the night. True.
Probably with each other. I mean, what fun is counting votes, for God's sakes? I mean, I don't know about you, but I flirt wherever I go. So,
Kelly's saying, Google's saying no.
okay. Well, Google is God.
Google says
I
no.
think Jeff Perry was just
No.
trying to ruin Cecil and I so he can have Wine Boy all to himself.
Yeah, but these are all from an hour ago. I mean, if it just happened, it just happened.
You just happened.
Like a Santorum in Doug Bowser's sheets.
All right. Well, I
Okay.
believe that
All
was.
right, we only have a
Wine
few
Boy
more minutes.
Whispers.
So we
That
do
was
have something.
fantastic.
We only have a few more minutes.
Wine Boy, I'd like to cue up You Go Girl.
10-4.
I don't have a picture because I forgot to send it to you. So, I mean, the
That's
producer.
No, we didn't talk about that woman's sermon.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Can that be a scarf slap?
yes.
Okay.
Because we need to lighten this up a little bit. Good news. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for one of our segments. Not your favorite, because we know which one is your favorite. It's time for You Go Girl.
You better work. You better work, have a girl, work it, girl. Give up the world, do your thing on the runway.
I just get so excited that our producers create such great intro segments. Anyways, our segment tonight is You Go Girl. Ohio's Hamilton County has elected its newest sheriff, and the winner is a 62-year-old lesbian woman who, in the primaries, beat a former boss who once fired her. Charmaine McGuffey will be the first
Wow.
woman and first LGBTQ like the president said in his speech at one time, person to be Hamilton County Sheriff when she takes office. A notable achievement considering she has said she was bullied and ultimately fired for being an openly gay woman. You go, butch girl.
And we have our first openly trans senator as well.
Well, see, I believe the Republicans just wanted that one in there. What's her name, Cecil?
I'm looking it
Yeah,
up.
we're waiting.
I'm looking it up right here. Her name is Sarah McBride, and she is
Nah.
Delaware. She is a senator for Delaware, and the
What
first.
did Delaware or Sarah?
Oh. And let me see who else. Openly gay black man as well being elected in Vermont. Taylor Small.
I will admit I never knew there were gay
Wait.
men in Vermont.
I think I
I knew
messed
there
that
were
up.
plenty of women.
No, I messed that up. My bad.
Ugh.
I was looking at the wrong thing.
I'm sure you were.
Taylor Small is the transgender legislator who won the vote, and the openly gay black man is Richie Torres, who is, I don't know where he is serving, in New York. In New York.
There's more than that, but our producers didn't get us all that. But speaking of New York, also AOC won, which that just burns like syphilis and Mitch McConnell's turtle. They just hate that. They hate it, hate it, hate it, and I love it, love it, love it. So congratulations, AOC, for being reelected. Also, this is an interesting thing because this really 4 years ago brought her down, and yet as a comedian she has the balls to bring it back up. And you know what? You go, girl. Kathy Griffin tweeted out the highly controversial 2017 photo of her holding a prop meant to look like President Trump's severed head as
She
America
did?
awaits the results from the 2020 election. The image had gathered over 60,000 likes and 9,000 retweets on Twitter, but has not yet attracted as much controversy as it did when Griffin was first posted it more than 3 years ago, when she said it resulted in threats and job losses. And I will say this, if you haven't seen her Netflix special,
Oh my
where
gosh.
she basically
A
came
hell
back
of a
out,
story.
it's brilliant, it's sad, it's triumphant, and she definitely deserves the "You Go, Girl." Because the comedic industry, as you know, Cecil, is very difficult. And you know what? You have to take no risk, no reward. And sometimes the risk can really nail you. And you know what? That just shows where we were 4 years ago. And thank God we, hopefully are able to at least have fun where we're not being told by commentators of news shows or Fox News or, people that spread lies and use terms like alternative facts to tell comedians that they should shut up and not speak. Look, we need to laugh again. And I can't wait to have a president with a sense of humor. Oh, and also morals and, I don't know, acting presidential. That might be nice.
I have to say, here's the thing. When Joe Biden got on the other day,
Got on
and
who?
what's that?
He got on what?
When he was making a statement basically saying, I'm not saying that we won, but we totally won.
Right.
When he was doing that speech, it was so refreshingly presidential that I was just like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this to be the reality of our lives. And that, Trump will go away, and hopefully it'll be like in Captain EO when they get rid of Angelica Houston and all the dancers get their 80s clothes back. I feel like that's what we need to happen, is for everybody to be like, can you feel it? Can you feel it?
I miss Captain EO.
You
And
missed it?
Well, I remember that was a fun thing to visit at Epcot, right?
It was.
A lot of things we're going to be missing out at Epcot and Disney, but anyway. By the way,
Good.
speaking of that, in our sports segment tonight, I just saw before we came on the air tonight, ESPN is going to lay off 200 employees or more.
Really?
300, and they're not going to fill 200 spots. And then some douchebag on there came on. They go, see, this is what Biden's America is going to do. And it's like, no, fuckface. I know several people that lost their jobs this week alone, close to home, the night before the election. So, and we're still counting. So it ain't Biden's America yet. And by the way, speaking of that, the stock market and the bull market, they were going nuts. And they're saying it's going to be a bullish market because they were anticipating Biden winning. So take your 401ks and I don't care what he says because the economy is doing well, and get ready for a reality check.
I cannot wait for this chapter of our lives to be over.
It's been a long 4 years.
I'll say. I'm looking forward to Maya Rudolph being on SNL for the next 16 years.
And I'm also thrilled that Alec Baldwin will be able to take a vacation for once. I will. You speaking of that, do you know that now when I see Joe Biden come on the TV, I actually glance and think it's Jim Carrey?
Oh gosh.
Well, it's pretty close. I never thought, but he definitely has his mannerisms down and things like that, and the makeup department is brilliant. But you do have to glance. I mean, maybe it's because I'm in my late 30s now that my eyes are failing me, but
yes, you and me both. Oh yes, Chris Congdon, the douche bank is calling in their loans.
That is true. That is a story that I saw the night before the election. And see, this is what I also think Republicans are going to do. That's they were too ballless to say anything or speak their ground, and now that they're like, oh, all right, we have to steer clear.
All this.
Douche Bank is saying they're going to cut ties with Trump and also like close his accounts and everything else because they want the money back, and they don't think he'll be able to pay back all of the loans that he has. So. But you know, as I hold my AR-15, he's a great businessman.
Is that how you hold your AR-15?
I hold it like this. I don't know how to hold an AR-15. I'm a Democrat. Formerly a Republican, but you switched me after too much tequila.
Yeah, I flipped you.
Sorry, that's very rude. Anyways, thank you, Wine Boy. Yes, if you'd like to give us a little tippy poo.
We only have 5 minutes, folks. We got to get to Scarf Slaps.
Let's get to Scarf Slap. Thank you for your cash apps and your tips. We're going to check in again and just look at that. Oh my God, $1 million. Wow. Thank you, Kelly Jenner. She probably sold that car she towed.
That car towing saga is amazing, but viewers,
can we get pictures, Kelly Jenner? Can we get pictures of the person that owns the car that parks in the handicap and
for next week?
Yeah, not this week.
It might be a slow, unless we're in a civil war. I mean, who knows? But we've got to do Scarf Slaps, so let's get to it.
And I promise you, we'll bring YOLO next week because it'll probably be pictures of the Trump family. They're going out hard. Scarf Slap tonight. Give us your suggestions. We have a few, but yours are probably better because, well, we're Cecil and Sureg'ay, and you're our greatest fans, and you're funnier than us most of the time.
A lot of the time.
Really, actually. If I die, can I be replaced by Jeff Perry or Doug Bowser?
No, Jeff Perry. I call Jeff Perry.
Who am I supposed to be paired with?
Kelly Jenner.
You're Chihuahua.
Your
Oh
Chihuahua.
my goodness.
Dr. Denise, obviously.
Dr. Denise.
Yeah.
Maybe Marilyn Librarian.
I want to give a shout out to Gail Blackmer, by the way, this week. Speaking of someone that could replace me, because I was very proud of her. I was seeing her Facebook, and she posted a picture of a blue T-shirt, and she voted, and she was like, "Oh," and it said, "Nasty woman voted," and I just love that she called that out. So you go, girl Blackmer. Anyways, I don't know what the people in your church thought about that, but we'd be interested to hear.
Well, Dr. Denise has a great Scarf Slap to start us off with, and that is all the Trump protesters trying to stop the counting, trying to barge
while he's losing, because that makes sense.
To barge in with their arms, and
some of them have only one.
Try to stop their counting. Let's Scarf Slap that shit right here.
Let's do it. Let's get right to it. Let's not even wait. So, ladies and gentlemen, to the Trump supporters trying to stop the election or the counting, you get a scarf slap.
Oh, hold on.
Wine Boy. We've been literally sitting here for 3 minutes talking about
stalling like Joy Behar on the View.
I didn't know the volume was all the way down. All right, now we're good. Scarf.
That's what she said. Scarf.
No, it's so loud.
I would also like you all to know that I specifically wore my snowflake scarf for tonight's Scarf Flaps because there's a lot of snowflakes that used to call us snowflakes, but you sure as shit look like a bunch of snowflakes calling for stop the
calling us to stop the election when when Biden's a lock. I mean, at this point. Okay.
The spiritual advisor.
Well, I want to get to Caitlin's first. Let's Scarf Slap
now.
Giuliani for literally everything.
Hold on, let me adjust my mic. Okay, it's good now. Very nice. Some of y'all may have seen more than ever because I don't know. I can't see the screen. So I may have shown more 70s than 90s. All right.
Let's just say my butthole is vindicated.
You wish. Wow. Wow. Anyways, enough about Tom Selleck's mustache. Let's get to the scarf slap.
It's not my first rodeo. Here we go.
Rodaho. Okay.
Are you even ready?
I am.
No, because you're not.
I am
I'm
cocked
ready.
and
We've
loaded.
been ready for 30 minutes, and you're like, "Oh,
We're-
the volume's
I'm waiting
down."
for you. I'm waiting for you to do it.
I am.
I'm
standing
rearing up.
here.
I'm
Not you,
cocking the
him.
gun.
Let's go.
We're scarf slapping Giuliani for everything.
For everything.
On the same.
Scarf.
Oh my gosh.
You guys are the fucking worst.
That's not what you said at New Year's Eve.
Anyways,
All right.
I can't scarf slap both for both.
Simon Duvall makes a valid point. Scarf
What
slapped
is it?
69 million people who showed up to vote for Trump.
Well, we would, but there's no way Wineboy would ever keep up with us on that.
That's
So,
a lot of
For
slaps.
69 million times.
so just one for all the millions of viewers that, not viewers,
Voters.
scarf slap.
Even for one, you're not even on cue. Either one of you. You guys go at such different times. Ugh. So-
Well, we've been trying to come together for years. But
I'm not that generous.
well, I know, because you keep faking your age. If you were as young as you say you are, you would be. I, on the other hand, like to savor the wine and cup. You know how it is, Chris Congdon with Wineboy.
Oh
All right.
my
We
God.
really
I
need to.
I don't think there were any Kanye voters to scarf slaps Kelly Jenner.
There's at least one, Kanye. He voted for himself.
Do you think he did?
He said he did, or someone told me that he tweeted out that he did.
Yeah, can we? First of all, you know what? I didn't even think about
You
that. But if
have-
Trump wants to blame anyone, he needs to blame him because they damn sure took votes from
And
him.
that's Jojo Jorgensen. Jojo.
Oh yeah,
Jorgensen.
the independent one. I didn't even know who she was until I
I-
started
no
checking
idea.
Google tonight.
Didn't
If you
I
thought
thought she
it
was
was
a
there.
dude. I thought Joe was a guy. I had no idea.
What?
That's very stereotypical racist
yeah, that is
of
yeah.
you.
Of you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I
Of
own it.
all people, Cecil, I would
Yeah.
expect that of me.
Yeah, I thought you were the youth perspective. You're not even
Well,
there
he
for
is,
third
but
party
he's-
people. Oh,
4
I
years
have
of
to get to this because it's driving me insane.
which one?
Paula White,
Oh, is that the next one?
Her
is she the
sermon,
spiritual advisor?
the spiritual advisor. Did you
I've been
see
trying to tell you.
this video, viewers? If you have not seen this video, maybe we'll
Okay.
put it on our page.
Hold on.
Maybe.
Are
Maybe.
we-
In other words, Sergey's producer will put it on the
apparently, okay. Apparently, Kanye West got like 60,000.
Really? 60,000 votes?
Yeah. Tennessee had a lot.
Speaking of dead voters,
So
and
are we going to scarf slap those people? Kanye West voters? I
That's
gotta
it.
put it. Okay, fine. That was it then.
That was it.
that's how much time I have for Kanye West. Because he wants us.
Paula White thing.
Kanye West would be lucky to be
Okay.
on our show.
Yeah. Genius. So this video,
Scarf slap.
this sermon of this woman, Trump's spiritual advisor, Paula White, is giving this sermon. And it's like she's rapping. I don't know what she's doing, but the rando
Apparently
people,
rapping.
the rando people walking around the video. Viewers, if you have not seen this, you must turn in. You must find it. And we'll probably post it on our page.
But she said we need angelic enforcers.
Angelic enforcers, African ancestors, she's summoning to, she was like, angels from Africa, angels from South America. And she's doing it in this sort of rapping kind of rhythm that, and it was just utterly bonkers. To this empty room with these two other people in the room just walking around randomly. I didn't understand it. But I was just like, this woman is invoking spirits from Africa, spirits from South America. I'm like, Trump's ICE agents aren't going to let those people in.
Exactly. And aren't those people from shithole countries, according to the president? I don't know.
I mean,
All
it
I'm
was
saying,
just the most bonkers thing ever.
well, I can't wait to watch it again because I apparently missed part of that. I'm looking forward to change. I'm looking forward to finally getting my prayers, my alternative facts, and my news briefings from someone other with bleach blonde hair and a size 0 waist approved by the president. I'm just ready for realism again. I'm ready for, I mean, I'm granted politics and everything else, but just think of the cabinet
Exactly.
that Biden 46 can have.
You know that Buttigieg is going to be deep in that cabinet. Oh.
I don't know if he'll be deep, but
Oh yeah, he will be.
All right, we're gonna scarf slap or just?
I don't even know. I was thinking about
I'm sorry,
Buttigieg.
I got caught on Buttigieg,
Buttigieg, that just doesn't seem. He doesn't seem like a top.
Are you kidding me?
He's as big as a top as you are.
Please.
That's why you shut your butt.
He is 100% the top in that relationship. You've seen Chastise.
Oh well, that's true. I forgot that he's. What's his husband's name? Chastise or something?
Chasm.
So who are we scarf slapping? I've been drinking.
Paula White.
Paula White.
I don't know her name. I don't pay attention to that voodoo. Okay, scarf slap Paula White bitch. Too quick. See, if I was a mercenary, I would have already taken you all out because I'm very quick with my scarf.
You're quick with everything.
Wait a second.
Denise, Dr. Denise, Paula White calling the African ancestors bless Trump. My ancestors won't answer Paula. Clown.
Exactly. You are correct.
Well, that's about all we have for tonight. We've done scarf slap and it's already like Friday. So
I know. Almost.
Anyways. Before we go, let's just check one last time. Okay, we're good. Thank you for the $1 million, Kelly Jenner, again. Anywho, it's been a crazy week, and we all know that there's a lot. There's a lot ahead. Let's just remember that hopefully, if Biden does make the president and take over the presidency, the main thing is that we hope that we can get our friends that are very riled up right now, who have been poking their jabs and debunking every joke we've tried to make in the last 4 years and turning it into hatred, that we can all once again laugh and we can all have a sense of humor and we can all remember that it is the United States of America.
Yeah.
That is something, no matter who becomes the president, well, even if Joe Biden fortunately does win, it's something big we're going to have to work on. And it's not easy, but it's up to all of us and all of you, our viewers and fans, because we all have the same heart. Just laugh, just have a good time, be a good person, pay it forward, do all of those things, because then it will also come back to you. It just feels good to pay it forward.
I agree, Sergey.
Well, thank you. And on that note, we say to all of you, and we raise a glass once again, because I'm going to drink the rest of this. Cheers.
I have a little bit left.
You are a lush. Cheers to all of you, and cheers to 270 and to our future. We will see you next week. We love you, and good night.
Good night.